Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War campaign 17, week 3, day 1. So today, of course, we got ourselves the good old world event, specifically for pretty much everything. We have skull and magic damage. As far as what we have to use, it is restricted to rogues based on base rarity. So we can kind of just run a bunch of AoE and then go into a bit more of an insta-kill team. But honestly, for a lot of the earlier fights, even just as something as basic as Atlanta should carry us pretty far. As far as, you know, how deep into the event it would actually get us. Mostly due to spell damage increase, of course. Anyways. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Sani. Hello. Oh, this reminds me, I forgot to go get a fresh water. Oh, no. This is all the water I have left. Hello, Michael. Hello, Lester. Hello, Mark. Hello, Cookie. Let's see. Epic trial redo or beer faction? Oh yeah, we do have the epic trial again. We don't need to do it though, right? We already have the pet maxed. I think I forgot to go over it in the video. I keep forgetting whenever it's like a repeat one. Yeah, we've had this one before. It's pretty straightforward. Just click Empower Skull until you win. And that's pretty much it. You can actually do it in default order as well. You just click, it already has like the meta, Tricknala plus Vis of Zord. Just use those two until you win. It's actually a very straightforward one for once. It's pretty much already the meta from the location. It's not any different than what would already be done. Anyways. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Daddy Shark. Hello, Miss Insane Witch. Hello. Hello, yeah. How's everyone been doing? Pretty good. Hello, let's see, Lester. Hello, Supernova. Hello, let's see, did the devs change Guild War again? Did they? Guild War. Oh, they did. Next week is Invasion, then Tower of Doom, then Raid Boss. Yeah, I think the reason they changed it... So my hypothesis from earlier was correct. I mentioned earlier, like about a month ago, or a couple weeks ago, that we will probably get a patch, like, mid-January, because they would probably need to get a patch out before they could release Guild War again. So it was half correct. In that they do need to release a patch before they could do Guild War again, is basically what that confirms. But it does confirm the next patch is not available for at least a couple weeks. Which means it's probably early February, mid-February then. Because they likely need a patch before they could do the next Guild War. It's just they weren't able to get the patch out earlier. They have to wait till February at this point, it looks like. So that seems to be what will happen then. Because, yeah, there's no Guild War here. It's Invasion. Then, obviously we have Board Event right now. Then Invasion. Then Tower of Doom. Then Raid. It was originally going to be Guild War right there. But as we can see, we don't have Guild War at the earliest until 4 weeks from now. At the absolute earliest. And by then, I would assume we would have a patch. Which I hope so. Is because the February patch should definitely be out by 4 weeks from now. Man, anyways. Do I need that pet? I shouldn't need that pet. Let me just double check. Do we need this pet? We do not need that pet. Anything else? Anything else? Is that all the chat? Just trying to catch up. Hello, Daddy Shark. Oh, did they make a forum post about it? Oh, okay. I didn't see the forum post. Let's see. Let's see. You heard laughter underneath your bed? Thought it was Tacit? Just your imagination? That's funny. Let's see. Yeah, no Guild War for at least a month. Let's see. If they remove Guild War, they have to release the 6 exclusive troops. Yeah. If they ever do completely destroy Guild War, they would have to relocate the troops to some other feature in the game, which would likely be in some kind of new PvP feature. Hello, someone you don't know. Is that Mr. Z? I would assume it's Mr. Z. Unless it's Lester. I have no clue. I can't tell based on the icon next to it. Unless it's Cookie. Might be Cookie. But anyways, let's go start with the world event. Actually, I'm just going to use the low rarity Atlanta team, to be honest. It's not really a need to change it for a while. It should be perfectly fine for these earlier fights. And no worries, we will be... Oh, no, I didn't mean to say no there. Why does no not bring you to the menu? But, we will still be making progress on the faction. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be finishing 500 Pure Faction for the previous faction on Thursday night. And Thursday night will be Friday morning for Australia, which means we will hand out the Australia Day pet on Pure Faction on Thursday. for the previous Pure Faction, which was last weekend's Pure Faction thingy. So that's the game plan. We'll do the Pure Faction and do the Australia Day pet at the same time, which will be the perfect time to go hand it out. How did my appointment go? It was mostly just setting everything up. They didn't actually do any cleaning, mostly just x-ray, screenings for cancer, all that kind of stuff. In that regard, everything was fine. And teeth strength and everything else has been fine as well. Biggest issue was mostly just a lot of cavities. Because I haven't had anything done to my teeth for about like 6, 7 years now. So there's actually a lot of work that needs to be done to them in that regard. Because the upkeep on them has been inconsistent, to say the least. Like, I don't not take care of them, but I definitely haven't taken care of them as well from 6 years or 7 years almost of not seeing the dentist. But, yeah, I think it comes out to almost $4,000 worth of work I need to get on it. So that's a lot. It is actually the biggest medical expense I think I've ever had, which I guess is kind of a good thing that that is the lowest I've ever had or highest I've ever had. But yeah, it's almost 4,000 bucks over the course of about 4 different things. I have one chipped tooth that needs to get removed, and then there's a bunch of work on the other ones. But otherwise, as far as like teeth structure and everything else, everything's been kind of fine. It's mostly just several cavities and a few other things like that. But yeah, I'll be going back on Wednesday and Thursday. Beyond that, I don't know when. So I'm not sure if we're streaming Wednesday or Thursday night. It depends on my TFAR after. Wednesday's a cleaning. Thursday, I'm getting the right side of the mouth done. Some other day, probably in about a week or two, I'll be getting the left side of the mouth done. And then there's one procedure that they don't actually do that I need to go to a special place for. So it'll be 4 total visits then. But yeah, it comes out to almost 4,000 bucks after everything. It is absurdly high, but you have to keep in mind I have no insurance at all. Which I guess to some degree isn't too bad for literally no insurance. But it's definitely the biggest medical expense I've ever had. Actually, my entire backup medical dispense fund is pretty much gone at this point. So hopefully I don't have anything else that's too big. Luckily, I do have standard health insurance, just doesn't cover dental. I know, go to the dentist regularly. I will be again. The main thing that happened was when I moved here, I didn't really get back into, like, getting into a dentist. And then the pandemic happened. And then for, like, a year or two, it's like, oh, I'm not going to bother going to the dentist. What if I get COVID? And then after that, it was still like, oh, I still have no insurance. I'll just wait till I get insurance. And I still have no insurance. And it's like, okay, I should probably go to the dentist already. It was just a big chain of events that has led to basically 6 years of not going to the dentist. Because if it wasn't for COVID, I probably would have went 3 to 4 years ago. But it happened like right when I was about to go. Like back in 2020. And then they just kind of put it off for a little while. Then I still had no insurance, and here we are, like 6 years later. Let's see. Alright, let's take that one over. Hello, Jonian! Welcome, welcome. Hello, Imperio! Welcome, welcome. Alright, what do we need here? Let's see. Take that one over. Oh, Valraven, we need that. Which mode is this? World event? We don't need it that badly. Like, we need it, but if we don't take it, the guild won't care. Not that they won't care, but you know, it's not that noticeable. World event's actually pretty easy to score. Unless they mess it up somehow, it's normally pretty lenient scoring for the most part, compared to other modes. I would say the most lenient scoring mode in the entire game is probably Tower of Doom. But World Event, as long as they don't really mess with the scoring, is generally pretty free as well. As far as how much leeway it has. Too bad YouTube doesn't offer comprehensive insurance, yeah. Yeah, we'll need to find a way to make some more money on YouTube this year. Probably gonna need to start covering some other games that aren't Gems of War a bit more heavily. Because honestly, I haven't really been covering any other games since, like, oh gosh, what was that one called? Since Age of Calamity. Like, we really haven't done a big video that wasn't Gems of War since Age of Calamity, which came out in, like, 2021, 2022. So it's been a good couple years. What do we need here? We'll take a red. Do Pal World. The problem with Pal World is it's too big to cover, if that makes any sense. Like, there's too many established, like, PokeTubers and every other billion of categories of that would cover it to such a degree that it wouldn't be worth covering. You have to find, like, that in-between game where it's popular, but not absurdly popular. If that makes any sense. Because the problem with something like Pal World is I'm pretty sure every single thing has been covered by now. Like, literally everything imaginable. Like, you can literally think of any guide concept, and there's probably 10 videos for exactly what you just typed in. Which is a problem with games like that. It's just oversaturated so quickly. Because it's actually too popular. Also, I'm not a fan of Pal World. I still don't get the appeal of why that game is so popular. It doesn't seem like a bad game, but it is super not for me, that's for sure. What do we need here? Take that one over. Are there genres of games I won't cover? Oh no, I feel like I would try almost any genre. But obviously I primarily play turn-based strategy games. Or any game that's like a really long-term kind of grind. Like a slow, casual kind of grind game. But I do primarily just play turn-based strategy games. As well as a big fan of just general card games that aren't pay to win. There's a problem with that, though. Most card games these days are pay to win. Almost all of them are these days. Like, things like Slay the Spire are one of, like, the few exceptions and stuff like that. Let's see. Take that one over. Oh, sorry, Lester. What did I ignore from you? It might just not be that I'm ignoring you, though I am ignoring the Pure Faction thing. Why did I disappoint everyone with Pure Faction? I literally said on Friday that I wasn't doing it. And then everyone on Sunday was like, "You're not doing Pure Faction?" Gasp. Which I don't understand. When I mentioned it on Friday, it's like everyone's just like, "Oh, okay." And then Sunday rolls around and it's like, "You're not doing Pure Faction." I guess it kind of makes sense since we haven't done it. We haven't not done it, I don't think, ever. The only reason I haven't is the same reason why we didn't max the hero class. There's just so many more things to use gems on these days compared to in the past. And because of that, I just want to conserve gems. From not maxing out the class the Friday of, we saved 3,000 gems. Potentially even more. And from not doing the faction last weekend, that will get done by Thursday, just 4 days later. By having it done 4 days later, we save 1,300 gems at minimum. So, kind of worth it. Between the two, we saved 4,300 gems. Without that, we'd be under 20,000 right now. But it's kind of worth it. Although I still haven't maxed out that hero class. Still need to do that, but it's mostly because I haven't been doing any teams that do it. It doesn't take that long to do, it's just I haven't been. Anyways, so that's a world event completed. I just realized I did the whole world event without even using the damage medal. You know that damage medal that's supposed to make it quicker? I just did the whole thing without it. Luckily it was the earlier section, so I honestly did not even notice. Did any of you guys notice? We just did the whole thing with no damage boost medal. That's funny. It's such an early section that just dies like nothing. I didn't notice the whole time. Why would you max the class on the day of? I used to in order to show it for the video. I would normally rush it to level 70, which would normally cost about 3,000 gems plus a little bit of grinding on it. But I opted not to this time. As it saves about 3,000 gems. Also, hello, Captain Deltron. Been a while. Is Guild Wars still on? I have no clue. They made some kind of post on the forum. I haven't actually checked it yet. Let me go check it. Some people were just mentioning it earlier. Where's the browser? Yeah, let me go see the official post. Did they post it onto their website as well, or is it just on the thing? Let's see. gemsofwar.com. Let's see. Did they make an official post on it? No, of course. Okay. Let's go to the broken pages, their forum. Because for whatever reason it doesn't work on Steam browser. Shouldn't be that hard to find. In theory. Where did Guild War go? Guild War is no longer visible in the Guild Wars. Is this the official post, or did they just mention it? Visual bug. Postponed again until February 5th. Awesome. Guild Wars are delayed in order to give... oh, here it is, Kafka. Here's the official post. Guild Wars is delayed in order to give us more time for testing before the first Guild War event on version 7.3. Given that was an overhaul of the PvP system with a chance it could affect Guild Wars. We wanted to play it safe. More info in the patch notes. Okay, I guess they just updated the patch notes in relation to it. Alright. Interesting. What does clicking here go? 7.3 update. Okay, somewhere's in all this mess. But long story short, yeah. Okay, they delayed it. Well, we already knew that, but... Okay. Guild War was removed from the event page. Well, they're probably waiting in... she did mention 7.3 there, but I think they might just be going for 7.4. And just reworking how Guild War works. Because they're going to at some point. And to make sure that it works properly, they might just completely overhaul Guild War. As the next patch. Or, you know, as part of next patch. Hopefully they'll forget about it and it never comes back. I feel like a lot of people are hoping for that. The biggest issue with Guild War in the current state of the game... Well, there's two big issues. One, balance. Two, everyone is... well, the rewards are bad. I guess it's mostly the second one. Like, the time to what you get in return ratio, it is almost one of the worst events in the entire game unless you're in Bracket 1 Guild War. Like, the time to return on investment. It is really bad loot for how long it takes to do. Or, you know, relative to how long it takes to do. There's also very little incentive to win if you're in any bracket that isn't Bracket 1. Or Bracket 2 trying to get to Bracket 1. Is everything up from Adventure Board? Yes, we got everything of interest. Campaign. Oh yeah, we actually have to do campaign, but that's pretty free. Yeah, we don't have to worry about that. Pet rescue, we don't have to care about. Event, we literally just did. Alright, perfect. Is that already all the things? I guess so, because I'm going to delay the Underspire. As we have been. I've actually been enjoying kind of stockpiling them. Especially because the earlier fights are so quick anyways. But as far as our team, for anyone wondering, we showed it in the video earlier today. That I was able to get out before I went out for everything today, which was nice. But yeah, we're basically going down the Eye of Argus route. And if you don't have the Eye of Argus spam, the other alternative is this much cheaper team of the Double Empower Tricknala Fist of Zorn. Using Mang to get us more damage. And this is just for a nice, cheap, just damage source. It's a legend, but it's a Dripping Caverns legend, so you can get it very easily with shards. And that's pretty much the whole premise there. Get a little bit explode. Double Empower Skull into a weapon that does scaling based on their armor. Or it scales your attack based on their armor. So hello, John! Welcome, welcome. Hope all has been well. Has it to do with the PvP? Oh yeah, the reason that they're delaying Guild War is mostly because of it not working correctly with the current PvP system. And I personally feel like they're just going to keep delaying it until next patch. Even though the one post on the forum does specifically say 7.3. Which does imply that the patch will not be out within the next month. Which would be really weird, because normally the February patch is early to mid-February. Because the way that she worded it, it implies a patch is not coming by, like, until, like, end of February or early March. But I assume that was a mistype on her part. Also, did we really just get freeze death marks? That is kind of insane. No, that's not allowed. Oh, hello, Orpheus medals. Did I overwrite them for something else? Why do I feel like I overwrote them for something else? I did overwrite them for something else. Wonderful. I need the armor for tomorrow, but I guess we're doing this now. Oh, we got about as unlucky as you can get. Freeze Deathmark. That is horrifically bad. Is there a benefit still to doing dungeon battles if you don't get a perfect run? You still get diamonds. Diamonds later in the game aren't as useful, but I still collect them in case they do become useful for something. Or if nothing else, just to collect a bunch of extra copies of mythics. Like, what if a mythic becomes really meta all of a sudden to have 2 or 3 of? Like, I had the foresight to do that for Eye of Argris. But let's say, hypothetically, you didn't get multiple Eyes of Argris. But you now found out that it is meta to have multiple Eye of Argris. You can now wait till there's an Eye of Argris event and now go get yourself 2 to 3 Eye of Argris. If you already have everything in the game. So kind of like for stuff like that. If a troop just magically becomes meta out of nowhere. Let's see. I'll take that one over. Come on, get your mana. You don't mind some more vacation time at Guild War? Yeah, it seems like the consensus is most people just hate Guild War these days. It always was a pretty hated mode. It's one of the reasons it moved from a... oh gosh, you gotta be kidding me. It actually used to be a daily in the game, doing Guild War. It used to be every single week. And then eventually moved to, I think, once every, what, 6 weeks? 4 weeks? Whatever it was. And then it was moved to once every 4 weeks. But, yeah, it used to be every week at one point. Like, literally every week. Like, Monday would be the only day off. I always think you can keep matching that. This counts as both colors, but both of those two don't count as both colors. So I always see this and like, oh, I can match that, but you can't. Every time. I do that so often. Whenever I see the 2 color star, it's like, oh yeah, I can connect this with a yellow and a purple. Guild War ruined your old guild? Yeah, I can do that. I feel like it made my guild initially like way too overcompetitive. Because we had to kick people who were getting like 5 losses at one point. Like if someone lost all 6 Guild War days, like 1 loss on all 6 days, we were at a point when Guild War first started that we were pretty much kicking people like that. And obviously we got way more lax, but nowadays I don't think we've ever kicked a person for Guild War in the last like 5 years. But really early on, if you lost like 6 times, you were like almost on the chopping block instantly. Maybe not like literally the week of. But you have to keep in mind, we were like rank 1, rank 2, rank 3 Guild War at the time. Like literally bracket 1, top 3. But we got substantially more lax on it. To the point that not a single kick has been from Guild War for like 5 years now. Okay, we don't need that. Already did that. Already did dungeon. Already did that. Oh, are we on PvP already? I guess we are. Yeah, let's go do some PvP. It does say I gotta go do a delve real quick. And you know what? We actually gotta go do 6 delves. You know why? The Nightmare Circus! Dun, dun, da, 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 da. Wait, how do I have 2 out of 3 sigils? Oh, I know how I have 2 out of 3 sigils. Oops, I forgot about that. So, when I did the video this morning, I realized I didn't have something for Dripping Caverns. So, to quickly check what color Dripping Caverns was, I used one of my sigils on it. Normally, this doesn't matter because, you know, I don't use these anyways on a given day. But it actually matters today because I actually intend to use them. Whoops. Well, there goes one of my sigils. I completely forgot about that. That's really funny. Oh yeah, what team were we using here? I think it was like, what, Stellarix Quick Kill? We have access to what? Red, purple? So it's Stellarix. Do we have a 50% mana start for it? No, we don't have Essentia. What did I use? It was like Stellarix, Leprechaun, Thrall, something. Probably Wand, I would assume, to get rid of Submerge and everything. It was like this, Archmage's Wand. Actually, let me tank. We're starting to get to the point where we need to tank. Let me go like Titan Tank, I guess. Or like a mid-range that has half mana. Because I don't want to like super block us. I'm gonna go tank Wand. Before I had it right here, I think. But we're starting to get deep enough where we need an actual proper tank. And banner... technically correct? I guess we'd kind of want purple-green. +2 purple, +1 green, -1 anything. Yeah, something like that. Alright, we should be good to go. I'll run it with Titan. Good to go. Yeah, I'll make it a bit tankier this time because we're starting to get deep enough where it could actually die. Not likely, but possible. Well, it normally gets all of its mana anyway, so it's not too big a deal. Yeah, the biggest issue with Guild Wars is the broken meta. It's from a lack of balance patches. Is mostly what has caused Guild War to be insufferable. Because the meta has just gotten increasingly worse over time. It has not gotten any better in a while. There's a lot they could do to fix it. If they ever will is the question, though. But given that this seems to be a pretty PvP-oriented year, hopefully we can actually get some pretty substantial reworks. Like, we already saw a Journey Troop nerf, and I guess technically a Celestial Dragon buff. Now, if they could just do that, like, every week until the entire game is balanced, then we'll be good to go. That'll be pure chaos if they do, though. Imagine a whole category of troops get reworked every week for an entire year. In theory, the game would be balanced after that. Though the roller coaster along the way would be really funny to watch. Because you know they're going to do some really dumb things if they were to do that. Like, so they saw what happened to Journey event already. I still kind of wish they would. That would just be such a chaotic year. Come watch a slacker not complete the faction. I'm not going to spend 1 billion gems to go get it done right now. We'll get it done on Thursday. At the cost of basically free. I'll be throwing a couple 50 gems here and there just to speed up a little, but still way cheaper than like almost 1,500 gems. Also, I didn't bother double checking. Did they fix the new troops yet? I assume the answer is no. I'm not even sure why I'm asking. But, I don't know. I feel like they may have. There's like a 1% chance they actually fixed them by now. Hopefully it'll be fixed by sometime later this week. The troop that needs rework is Bandit. Honestly, Bandit does need rework. They need to remove it stealthy. So everyone can have it unstealthied. Because right now there's a bunch of people that have a broken, non-stealthy Bandit, including herself. And that's not really fair for people that don't have it. Because he's way stronger without stealthy than he is with. Mostly because he's summoned by a stealthy hero class. Making him not having stealthy being substantially stronger. You can have a non-stealthy bandit in the current state of the game, obviously, by just not doing it. But if you've already traded your bandit, which a lot of people early on in the game might, you can't. Not to mention, you also, by normal means, like in the current state of the game, can't gold elite level it if you leave it as 2 traits. You also obviously can't have it fully traded if you have it at 2 traits, which both count towards, or count against, kingdom upgrades. Oh, they claim they did fix them? Oh, okay, see? That's what we get for waiting. We get to use the buffed up legend. He gets backup resummon. Are we ultimately going to use that on the final fight? I feel like we will. I think we're going to put him in 3rd so he doesn't die to terror. And then, if our first strongman dies, we'll be able to get a resummon there. My team's probably going to be strongman, ringmaster, and the empower guy. I think's the order I'm ultimately going to go with. There's a bit of a different team than what I showed for the thing, but it will ultimately probably be what we use when we get there. And then we get to utilize him with his actual ability. Which is what the card says. You know, the actual ability of just the card saying and doing what it actually does. Rather than not doing what it does, or what it says. We didn't do Pure Faction 500 for a good reason, really hard. Well, we technically didn't do for a good reason, really hard. Or we did for... wait, wording. But the reason we didn't was to save 1,300 to 1,500 gems, as well as to actually use the legend with his ability. Because it was glitched last weekend, and apparently it's fixed now. Do it tonight. We'll be doing it on Thursday night, based on current rate. And we'll hand out the Australia Day pet that night, because it'll technically be Australia Day in Australia when we do the stream that night. I think we have the 2019 or 2020 version, I can't remember which. And of course, we get the other one on Wednesday. Also, my mount... also, I just realized... Oh, Well, I can still stream those 2 days. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to talk on Wednesday or Thursday stream. Because I'm getting a lot of dental work done on Wednesday and Thursday. Particularly Thursday going into that night. It'll probably be even worse. Because Wednesday's just a cleaning. I should be fine after like an hour or two. But they're doing a lot of numbing and other stuff on Wednesday. I mean, on Thursday, I mean. And after having already had stuff done the previous day, that is going to be, yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be able to talk. We'll find out. Luckily, it's being done pretty early in the morning. Like, it should be done by, like, 11 a.m. So hopefully that 9 hours is enough to gain mouth functionality again. We'll find out. Hello, analyst. Welcome, welcome. You've been playing the weekly event with the team you suggested for the Consort of Darkness teams. Says it has a 50% chance to slay an enemy, but it has only happened about 10% of the time. Welcome to RNG. That's pretty much how it works. Your 50% has a 1% chance of triggering, and the enemy's 10% has a 99% chance of triggering. That's how luck works. No, it's not actually that way. But sure feels like it sometimes. In every game in existence. But no, he actually does kill based on whatever his percent is. The only thing that brings him down a lot is if he's webbed. If he's webbed, I think he has like a 1% chance. A literal 1%, not an exaggeration. Like, literally a 1% chance that he will web. I mean, that he will kill. So if you're getting webbed, that's probably why it feels like he only kills 10% of the time. But assuming you're not getting webbed, you're just getting really unlucky. But if you do feel like he's not killing, double check that you're not using like Rogue Spider or something. Because if you are and you're getting webbed by any means, he has literally a 1% chance of insta-killing. Let's see. Oh, you've been using Weaver more? Yeah. Arachnid Weaver's just a great go-to option for pretty much everything. Just so well-rounded. Alright, we did that, we did that, we did that. Are we up to PvP at this point? I think we are. I gotta go get the glory anyways for the objective. We did that, we did that. Alright, let's go do some PvP. Let's go hand out a code, and I guess we'll start up a 15-minute booster. And go from there. I think that's the game plan. Yeah. Actually, I shouldn't start the booster yet. Do I have to go rebuild a team for every single category? Because that's going to be really annoying. Like, do I have to go rebuild my whole Stormheim team right now? I need to keep a copy-paste bin of every single team for PvP. It's not going to take that long. But, gosh, that's not ideal. Alright, put a Balder, put a Balder. Why did I even do that? He's literally right there. It's not like there's that many options here. Balder, Balder, Onyx Giants. Are we going hero? I guess we have to kind of have to Titan with Wand. Oh, I can't. It's Stormheim. Wait, what's even the weapon choice then? What weapon were we running for Stormheim for this? I know we were doing Wand on the other one. I guess Doomed Hammer? Unless I was just doing something else for coverage. I'm supposed to do that for cover. Oh, wait, but it has to be blue. Oh, yeah. It has to be blue in order for Balder to get more, destroy. Otherwise, we could just run the Euro Fire Mantle team, but We'll still run it this way. It would make a bit more sense to run Yarrow Fire Mantle, though, for this particular one. We'll still stick with this, I think. Because not being able to do one does hurt this team a little. But not that big a deal. That should be fine. I said hello, Minnie. Hello, Eric. Hello, John. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see. What do we need here? We'll take that one over. Grab our blue. Grab our green. Please work. Nice. Get the whole board clear in there. Take a little bit more mana. Get everything to full. Double, double. Big burst. Big burst again. Nice. Kill everything with that. Do it on red. And let's match. Oh, yeah. Where's that code? Let me go do that. Wait, wait, wait. Code time. I forgot the code. Oh, you know why? I don't have it open. So when I went to go click on it, it's like, oh, doesn't exist. 1 second. I just restarted the computer before the stream. Because I accidentally left it all on all day when I was gone. Let's see. There it is. Loading, 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 loading. Alright, here it goes. Go. There you go. Use ongemswar.com and with the game code section. Your invite code is in settings menu. Redeem codes right over there in chat and give the same loot as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. I'll take that over, take that over. Grab the red. Get our double double. Grab the other one. Can't really do anything with that. Can't really do anything with that. I'll take that one, I guess. I'll take the other one. Get our mana. Don't die, don't die, don't die. Good. Take it down on blue, even though we kind of need it. That's better as damage. Okay, just don't die, don't die, don't die. Good. Do that onto blue again. Green? Green. Ooh. Oh, gosh, we missed Boof! How do we miss Boof? How does that even happen? So how do we not have a finisher? Hello, finisher. Shouldn't be that hard to get one poke. Poke. I don't problem for the code, everyone. The code didn't exist like the 500 pure faction. We're gonna do the 500 pure faction. It's just gonna be on Thursday night. Potentially with or without commentary. Because I don't know if I'll talk that night or not. I assume it'll be fine by then, though. That's some really strong numbing if it literally takes 9 hours to dampen. Also, I did ask about the price of the laughing gas. I didn't confirm it yet, though. They do, with the place that I'm at, they don't completely put you out. But I think it's like 150 bucks. And if I did it both times, it'd be 300. I don't think that's worth it. If they put you all the way out for that price, I probably would. And I think when I get the tooth removed, the one tooth at the other place, I might do it. Because I think they will put you, like, all the way out. But, I don't know, just for laughing gas or whatever that's called, I don't think that's worth it. I feel like that would almost make it harder for them to work on the teeth, not easier. Yeah, it's just called laughing gas. It has a proper name like something else. I forget what it's called. Obviously, laughing gas is what it's normally referred to as. But it has a proper medical name. Let's see. What do we need here? Take that one over. Is Stella better than Zolgoth? Depends what you're using it for. If you're trying to kill something with really high durability, Zolgoth is still better. And just other insta-kills in general, like Iron Gut and such. But for most battles, especially if you could 2 cast, and potentially even 3 cast, if you can 1, 2, or 3 cast, kill Stellarix, it is better to use Stellarix. If it will take your Stellarix more than 3 attacks to kill the entire enemy team, then in that situation, yeah, Zolgoth, Iron Gut, stuff like that is still better. But if it takes 4 casts or more of Stellarix, Stellarix is worse. In pretty much every other situation, Stellarix is pretty much better. The only one that's kind of either or, and it really just comes down to preference, is on 3 casts, Stellarix. Insta-kill teams and Stellarix are probably about the same speed, especially if Stellarix misses at least once. But for 1 cast and 2 cast Stellarix battles, you would always go Stellarix over insta-kill. Similar to how you would run Tesla over insta-kill for those situations as well, normally. So it says the faction event tomorrow, where you'd probably run Tesla. You could just run Tesla the entire time if you wanted to. You do have access to Iron Gut Zolgoth if you want to, with Leprechaun and everything. Which I didn't show it, but the team would be Iron Gut, Marilith, Zolgoth, Leprechaun. I didn't show that team in the morning, in the video this morning, but that would be the insta-kill version of the faction event tomorrow. Pretty standard insta-kill team. Just with Marilith instead of like Thrall or something, because obviously we don't have access to it with the color. Marilith's still really good though. Alright, you need alignment. Where's all your alignment at? Let me just do purple and hope we get lucky. We did not get lucky. That was way overkill for how little that did. It's the only bad thing with the Skull team sometimes. You can get mega overkills that do basically nothing. It doesn't matter how much you do to one unit if the other units aren't taking any damage. Like if you do 1,000 damage to something with 200 durability, that doesn't kill all 4 of them, it just kills the first lot. That actually was a mechanic they were considering adding at one point. They never did. It got added in splash damage, but one thing that was actually considered at one point in development of the game is, what are we on, red? I need a red team. Was adding splash skull damage. So we have normal splash damage that was added after they talked about that, so they only added it for casting. But one premise that they were considering adding that they never did is a trait that when you take skull damage, it would apply all the excess skull damage of your attack to the next unit. So for example, if you did like 500 damage to a unit with 300, it would then do 200 to the unit next in line. I believe they got rid of this because it would be broken beyond belief. There's also a glitch with traits at the time that would have made that even stronger. In the current state of the game, it would work, but I'm not sure if they could code it properly, and even if they could, it would probably be kind of broken, actually. It would finally make attack buffing kind of good, though. Alright, what am I doing? I'm trying to find a Stellaryx build off of pure red. Should be pretty easy to do. Just get Stellaryx. Let's see. We can't do Red Dragon anymore, unfortunately. Alright, what do we do for Empower on this team? I guess that's a bit of a liability, isn't it? We don't have a proper Empower. Do I just go 3 Marilith? Do I just go like 2 Mariliths with a Corsair? I mean, not Corsair. What's the thing called? Sunspear? I think I just do that and just go Wand or something. Because I'm trying to think of an Empower that works here, and nothing comes to mind. Unless we're just doing like a standard color-to-color Empower. Like, none of the really good ones exist. So all I have to do for this banner is +1 red, +2 green. Because we already have +2 red on the team, so I just need 1 more. I need a red-green. Yeah, something like that will work. Alright, there we go. And then we just get Marilith up immediately, cast it, click Stellaryx, win. Rinse, repeat. You think broken is Tacit's favorite word? We don't say too many things are broken. It's just Stellaryx is really broken. I'll throw that one down. Is it just me, or you love the Cosmic Yellow Dragon? Oh yeah, that one's my favorite one too. I mentioned that when we did the Stellaryx buff video the other week. That personally, my favorite troop art for any of the dragons, or the Celestial Dragons, honestly, out of any of the dragons that came out, Gem or Celestial, is the yellow Celestial Dragon. That's why we showed a team for it in the video. We showed obviously Stellaryx and also one just for the yellow one, because I wasn't going to cover all 7. It would have taken forever. But I just showed Stellaryx in yellow. But yeah, yellow's definitely my favorite of the dragons from eggs. Out of all 14 of them. It's not my favorite dragon in the game, but it's definitely my favorite of the egg dragons. Oh yeah, we could do Harpy Mage. We don't have access to enchant, though, is the only problem. Harpy Mage is really good when you have enchant because it's guaranteed turn 2 Empower. It's a little bit clunkier blocking with her initially, which is why I'm just going all in Marilith. It's effectively the same thing. Except with more mana accumulation. Because Harpy Mage without enchant isn't too good in a lot of situations. It's the enchant that makes her really good. It's called Nitrous Oxide, aka Anas. Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, they mentioned it. I completely forgot at the time. Very short-term memory. If I don't get them to, like, physically write something down, I will forget it. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I think I briefly mentioned in the video earlier. But we got diamond rank. Not only diamond rank, we finished in top 3 PvP last week. So you guys say I've been slacking. We finished top 3 in our PvP bracket by getting like 10,000 points. We didn't actually get top 3, obviously. I think top 3 was over 100-something thousand. And yeah, we got top 3. Which I think I still have the mail for. I can show you guys. Wait. If I go to mail, collected. Look at this. Congratulations on completing in the Ruby League. Here's your reward for finishing 3rd and advancing to the Diamond League. Look at that. Look at how good we did. We grinded so much for that PvP win. But yeah, that's been glitched for a while. Though that's the first time the glitch got to affect us, so. That's the only, and that's the first and only time we've gotten value from it. Some people have gotten it like almost every week. But that was our first and only time we got any value. Hopefully it doesn't do negative value. Hopefully it doesn't say, hey, you moved down a bracket, even though we didn't move down a bracket. We'll find out. Do I say broken beyond belief a lot? I feel like I say that sometimes. But I don't feel like I say it a lot. But maybe I do. I do feel like that's a little bit of a catchphrase at sometimes, though. Because I don't feel like anyone else says broken beyond belief. It's just something I naturally say. What is Fortune and Glory event in 13 days? Oh, that's the Dragon New Year event. But, not the Dragon New Year, the Lunar New Year. For the Year of the Dragon, I mean. Yeah, Lunar New Year 2024, Year of the Dragon. And we're getting a new dragon from it as well as a new dragon pet that buffs that dragon. I wish they would add some kind of cool dragon armor, but I'm pretty sure we're just getting last year's armor. Which is kind of sad. I would love to see a new one for that. Though in all fairness, we do literally have an armor called Dragon Armor in the game. Yeah, it's the holiday event. It'll be taking place for 2 weeks long. It occurs in 2 weeks from now, and it lasts for 2 weeks. No, it's not going to be new dragon eggs. Oh, they might do that later this year. But that's not what that is. It's just the Lunar New Year dragon event for 2 weeks. We'll get a new dragon, a pet that boosts all of its stats by 5. And that's it. Because the armor will be a repeat, and obviously the power orb is technically a repeat in a sense. But another power orb for anyone who's been needing one. Yeah, it's the holiday event. What armor will we have? It should be that one red one. I can go show it real quick. Which might as well change into it since we have the event right around the corner. Let's see. We haven't changed our outfit for a while. Like a long while if we're still using that. Gosh. This is still the 9-year anniversary pet I still am using right now. That's funny. That means we haven't changed our appearance in like 2 months. Yeah, let's go change our appearance to the new one. Crimson Armor is the one. This is the one that we're going to be getting for Lunar New Year. Most likely. Let's see. We'll go dragon. It's the year of the dragon. Oh yeah, I forgot. We don't have a dragon. No! They need to add a dragon class thingy. I just realized we don't have a dragon. We have dragon armor, but not a dragon thing. Anyways, what am I looking for? I'm looking for hat. That's not hat. Where's hat? There it is. But yeah, this is the Lunar New Year armor, I'm pretty sure, right? Isn't it this one? The Crimson armor? Pretty sure it is, unless I'm forgetting. Yeah, that's what the armor for the thing looks like. Now we'll put the dragon on her shoulder. Let's get something else. You know, I'll just stick with Rashka, actually. We need a different pet on her shoulder, though. But yeah, I believe that's the armor we're getting for the Lunar New Year event. That red one. Alright, let me go change our pet. Because that pet does not match that armor. Maybe I'll use one of the last Lunar New Year ones. Or just any dragon for now. Eclair, the balloons. Not sure which one I want. Let's see, the COVID thing. Let's see. Oh, we got a bird. Equip the bird. Honestly, bird matches pretty well. Oh, here's one of the last Lunar New Year ones, the Year of the Rat. Got a dragon egg. Let's see. With all the dragon pets in here, how can I not find one? You know what? Let me use the starry one from this week. This is the one that you can get today. I can wear it. There we go. I'll wear that until we get the other one. Anyways. Alright. PvP shop. There's nothing we can actually buy this week. Come on, give us the other ones we need. Alright. Let's go and let's keep going. We got Strix. Strix is... Hey, my team got... Why did my team get saved here but not the other location? That's so weird. This is even the one that we adjusted the other week. Why did this one get saved? I'm so confused as to what it makes it save or not. I guess maybe it's just the inner circle that didn't get saved? I would assume all of them are supposed to save, so that you don't have to keep switching to teams over and over and over again. But it seems like only the outer ring saved this week. Oh, it's because they didn't get reset. It's still the same ones. Well, how are you not dead? You don't even have spell reduction. Never mind, you do have spell reduction. Never mind. Wait. I forgot this thing has had spell reduction all this time. It's not really a reason why you use it. It does have a little bit of spell reduction in there. That pretty much never comes into play. So I'm not sure why I'm silver mark grinding. I should honestly just go for VP. Is we don't really need silver marks, so I guess if there's any time to silver mark grind, it would be now. We're finally in diamond rank. We get the maximum amount of boost per battle we do now. So if there was any time to start mark hunting, it is now. As we have the highest rate you can ever have for mark farming. In case we just randomly move down a rank. Not because we actually move down a rank, but because it glitches out. So we might want to focus on it a little bit here and there. But for today, I honestly, I might just go switch over to rushing it. Let's go to whatever the easiest category is for Stellarex and just get some done with a 15-minute booster. I think we're going to do that after this fight, to be honest. And just do a 15-minute booster of VP farming. Was I allowed Defiant? Welcome, welcome. Let's see how much VP we can get in that time. Since we're already here, I kind of feel like finishing this category. See how many more fights do we have? Oh, we'll do it later. We got 25. Yeah, we get 25 for outer ring, 20 for middle ring, and 15 for the center. Can't you see those other numbers at the moment, though? Which one of these is easiest? Yellow, blue, or red? Probably yellow. These are all not optimal. But the reason why yellow is probably good is we can run this. I can run Stellarex, Ihi Cattle, and that's as far as my brain went when thinking of a team. Because honestly, that's all we need. We can literally just run with that and we're fine. Hello, Insane Gamer. Welcome, welcome. Oh no, should I offset with some kind of hero class? Do we even need it? I guess wand, just for the sake of it. Problem is banner doesn't help as much, but that's not true. I can just go Archmages. In case it gets purple somehow. Wait, do we have Empower into purple? On yellow? I think we do. Because, Lamish Stew converts all yellow to purple. So I can do Ihi Cattle, then I can do Lamish Stew. Ooh, that'd be a fun combo. I don't think I've bothered doing that yet. Using Ihi Cattle into Lamish Stew. It's actually a really strong combo, though. I don't think I've ever bothered using it in a team. We use them independently of each other, but not together. Where is she? I've also done this on Yellow Day to counter out the book, Yellow Book. But yeah, she's a yellow troop that converts yellow to purple. We can use Ehe Cattle to convert blue to yellow, get a yellow storm. Then we have a ton of yellow on the board. We then convert all the yellows into purple, and then we double dip Stellaryx to full mana. I'm doing it a little bit risky using Stellaryx first slot, but it should be fine. And I can set the banner to +2 yellow, +1 purple. -1, I guess brown, why not? Because the alternative would be -green. Doesn't really matter for the most part. Alright, we'll do -green, I guess. But yeah, let's do this. We haven't actually tried this team yet. Or this combination. Should be pretty strong in theory. The only problem is having alignment on starting board. Which we don't, so I actually have to cast our first. Ideally, in every situation, we want to cast, Ehe Cattle first. But if we have literally no option, obviously we'll cast her instead. But ideally, we want to cast Ehe Cattle, then cast her. Hey, Stellaryx. I haven't actually seen a Stellaryx before on an enemy team, have we? I haven't seen that many. Ah, there it is. Good old Stellaryx. So first we do this. Then we ideally have full mana, but if we don't, we do that. We then click Ehe Cattle. We then win. We then click it again. And that's match. And we click it again. That's pretty much the whole combo. That works out pretty well. Alright, let me go use the 15-minute booster. We'll go for 15 more minutes then, probably. Use our booster, get whatever little bit of value we can from it. Oh, there's the redeem code we handed out earlier. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. Alright, let's go and use this booster up. And let's do it in, I guess, yellow grinding with this team comp. See how it can do over a long period of time. And by a long period of time, I mean 15 minutes. Yes, we will revisit Puzzle Quest 3 at some point. Have they made any cool changes lately? Actually, one change I'm curious about. Have they ever allowed you to put perks onto a weapon that correspond with its color? Unless they've revamped it so much that doesn't even matter anymore. But have they added a feature yet? Oh, we just got Dragonite Gnome. That's nice. It's not even Vault Event Weekend yet. Though it is Vault Event Weekend, just not yet. But have they added a feature in Puzzle Quest 3 yet? For you to add a perk onto a weapon that corresponds to a color. Let's say the weapon, or, you know, any piece of gear is purple. Can you put a purple buff onto the weapon? Or whatever it is, anything that it is. They've added that in more. Okay, they finally did add that quality of life feature. That's good. Because that was one really... No! Wait. The Dragonite Gnome ran away. However, I don't think he actually ran away. If they didn't fix the bug, that should still count as kill credit. This is probably a very dangerous way to test this. But did we get Dragonite Gnome kill? No! They actually fixed it! Of course, on a Dragonite Gnome. Wait, they actually fixed it? Wait, did they do that on Monday? When was that fixed? That's been broken since 7.3. Did they fix it when they fixed the troops earlier? Oh, no. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's the first gnome I've seen run away since they've changed it. Wait, when did they fix that? Today? That's been broken all 7.3. But they actually fixed something. And of course, it's the thing that benefits the player. That would have been like 30 free Dragonite on average. And now it's gone. Luckily, I'm not in a dire need for Dragonite. But more Dragonite's definitely better than not more Dragonite. Because if they magically come out with a third batch of Gem Dragons, or, you know, whatever kind of dragons, we do not have the Dragonite for it. Luckily, they're not doing that until late this year at the absolute earliest. Like October, November this year is the absolute earliest they would do it. Realistically, it'll probably be sometime next year. This team does not... that's one thing I hate about Double Empower. There's just so many starting boards where you can't do anything with it. Like, Double Empower defensively is really strong. Because it increases the odds that the AI will have an option. But when you're using it yourself, the amount of starting boards that don't have an option when you're doing double empower is really high. And that's the case for the AI too. It's just you don't really notice it as much when the AI is doing it. Because it's really beneficial when they don't have it. Whereas it's very detrimental if you don't have it on the starting board. But yeah, this is going to be a little bit slower to grind VP and stuff this week. At least for Stellaryx build. Because I'm trying to think of a quicker way we can run Stellaryx this week. We have yellow, red, and blue. Blue, you could technically go the double Tesla route. But I'm not sure if that's quicker than just doing Stellaryx. And red has Marilith and some empowers. But it doesn't have any, like, the really good empowers, but it does have things like Marilith and such. What we really need is Ehe Cattle and stuff for every color. Right now, we only have it for yellow and green. We really need it for every color. It would just open up team building a lot as far as how you can use empowers. They still haven't fixed the AI getting infinite turns. No, they only nerfed the journey troops. They didn't fix every infinite loop. They just got rid of one out of, like, the hundreds thousand that are in the game. Now, there's only, like, a couple hundred that are, like, pseudo-infinite loops. But yeah, all they did was fix 1 out of, like, 100, or technically 6 out of 100. Well, technically 7 out of 100. They didn't fix the other 100-something infinite loops. Or things that loop enough that it's basically infinite. There's actually only a very, very few true infinites in the game, though. Like Forest Troll, Double Truffle with Green Storm and stuff like that. Or actual, like, legit true infinites. They will never end. But most things are infinite enough in the sense that they will win before they stop looping. More often than not. Which is as good as you need it to be for most fights. Stellaryx is almost in that category. Like, obviously he's not a true infinite loop to any degree, even remotely. But he generally loops enough that you will win by the time he misses in most battles. I've done that one. But if anyone still has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. Because after we clear out the next 10 minutes of booster, we'll probably call it for now. I said, hello, Marcelo! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. Until tomorrow night, where we're probably mostly going to be focusing on factions. I say factions because there's more than one! We still got to do the circus. Also, I just realized the background right there is the circus. We still got to go do the circus, and obviously the one that we have for tomorrow of the Dripping Caverns. Dripping Caverns has pretty cool color, too. It's like that weird tie-dye color in the background. It's actually the most colorful faction currently in the game. They have Amethyrax, I believe. They're like super colorful. Yeah, the only really disappointing thing about the dentist thing is I'm technically going to finally have to get my first tooth removed. Not counting wisdom teeth. Hopefully I don't lose too many of them. The reason why I actually have to remove that one is mostly because I got, like, really chipped and everything. And while it is savable, the amount of money it would cost to save it just isn't worth it. Like, it's effectively going to be, like, 200 to 500 to remove it, however much it is. I have no clue. Because I haven't gone to the other place to check. Because they don't even know, because they couldn't do it in-house. It's gonna be like several hundred to remove it compared to almost like 2,000 to try to save it. And I'm not gonna try to save it. It's also probably beyond saving. It's like super chipped and everything. But yeah, it'll be the first tooth I have to remove. Have any of you guys removed any teeth yet? Luckily, it's all the way in the back and not in the front. I would be very hesitant to like remove a tooth from the front. Luckily, my front teeth are pretty healthy, except for one that got chipped back when I went to a dentist like 7 years ago. And it has a little bit of a cavity in it now, but that'll probably get fixed up on Wednesday or Thursday. Or not Wednesday or Thursday. Thursday or the next time after. Good night, Miss Insane Witch. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. I thought I went over. You got both your wisdom teeth removed and the other one's opposite. Yeah, I've gotten those removed too. Like, pretty much everyone gets those removed. Those are pretty standard to get removed. I'm referring to, like, any additional teeth beyond that. Due to damage or anything else. He's getting the wisdom teeth, or, you know, those 4 teeth removes. Probably the most common ones. Because they normally have long-term issues if you don't remove them. Not always, but a lot of times. I'm glad I got that done when I still had insurance, though. Because I'm pretty sure that would have cost like a couple thousand or something. And it cost me literally 0. All the work I'm getting done over the next few weeks is going to be like 4,000. I still can't get over that. That's so much money. It's pretty much my entire emergency medical fund. Except for a little bit that'll be going for some appointments and stuff. Just general appointments this year. I need to go get like an EpiPen, stuff like that. Just basic stuff. Blood work. I will take that one over. Hello, Cookie! You didn't know the stream started? I've been going for about an hour now. And at this point we're going until this XP booster's gone and... oh gosh, only 5 minutes left. Hey, Trippy's ready. Oh no, I didn't realize we're that low on it already. I said like 10 minutes and we're only have like 5 minutes left. Gosh, that went by so quickly. It's like we just started. Did you miss Pure Faction 500? No. Pure Faction 500 is happening Thursday night for Australia Day. We'll also have the Australia Day pet that night. Not to be confused for the one we're getting on Wednesday. So we'll have back-to-back Australia Day pets. Yeah, America's healthcare system is awful. I think the worst part is a lot of people have insurance but don't even have dental insurance. Because most insurances, unless you pay for like a really expensive one or have a really good one from work, do not cover dental. Like a good majority of, well, maybe not a good majority, but a lot of insurances in America do not cover dental at all. Because I do have self-insurance, but obviously it doesn't cover dental. I'll take that one over. Did I hear the rumor that they might remove Guild War? Yes. I wouldn't be surprised. I wonder how many Guild Wars we've had total. We need to check the previous Guild War we did. Because that means it took like 120 or 130 Guild Wars for them to finally remove it. Oh yeah, I had to pay a lot of money for braces too. But luckily I didn't have to pay it because my parents were at the time. I'm not even sure how much that racked up to. Oh, that was after insurance? That's insane. But yeah, I think all the teeth work I had done when I was a teen was probably, I want to say almost 10,000? I'm not sure. Because I wasn't the one paying, so I wasn't paying as much attention to the prices. Also, it might actually be cheaper than that because we're talking prices like 15 years ago compared to these days. But yeah, I got a lot of like teeth aligning work. And I didn't even finish it either. I still never got my teeth like fully aligned and everything. Because I was changing from state to state, so they kind of had to stop midway. Because my teeth alignment is all out of whack. Even more so once I get that one tooth removed. Yeah, I did wear a retainer for a couple years, but only a couple years. And then they kind of start shifting back where they were. Which is part of what mine have done. Which is why they're still all over the place. I've always had really weird teeth alignment my whole life. It's one of the reasons why they're so much more susceptible to like cavities and everything. Because just the way that they overlap with each other and everything makes it so much harder to clean them properly. Ah, there we go. Hey, we're still wearing that one armor. We gotta get over there to... did they fix the double 1000? Has anyone checked that yet this week? Dental streams is the new trend? No, I'm not gonna record the whole thing. Though we will have the aftermath on the 2 days. Though Wednesday it probably won't matter, but on Thursday night, we might not be able to talk. There's a good chance I might not be able to talk on Thursday night stream. We'll find out. Because I'm probably still going to be so numb. But we'll see. Probably not. It has 9 hours to cool down. I highly doubt it still would be after that, but you never know. Oh, this stream has all been dental talk? But hopefully it should all be done in the next couple weeks, so we'll have to deal with it after this month. But anyways, guys. Well, we will be back tomorrow, same time as always. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hour and a half prior to now tomorrow. Aside from that, yeah, tomorrow night we'll be doing 2 different factions. The Circus and, of course, the Dripping Caverns. And that's pretty much the game plan. And just standard dailies and all that. That is the plan. We don't need that. Good to go. And biggest things happening this week, of course, still, if you didn't see the Monday video. This Wednesday, we have the 2024 Australia Day Pet. And on Friday, we have Vault Event Weekend. And technically in 13 days and 4 hours, we have the Year of the Dragon Lunar New Year event for the Dragon. But anyways, guys, another code? We can do another code. Why not? Sure. Here you guys go. Have another code. A goodbye code. Definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. Here you guys go. Here's a little goodbye code. There you go. Enjoy. But anyways, guys, we'll be back tomorrow night. Thanks for stopping by. Greatly appreciate it as always. We'll be getting onto more faction content soon. No worries. We will do Pure Faction 500 in a few days. Then you can't ask about it anymore after this Thursday. You know what? First thing we're going to do on Thursday stream is Pure Faction 500. How about that? Literally the first thing we'll do. We'll be finally getting around to that Pure Faction 500 for the thing. And we'll get to use the Legend as intended. As well as technically the Strongman, though. The Strongman's effect isn't that useful. The guy's other resummon is, though. But anyways, guys, we'll catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your week. Stay safe out there. Stay warm. And gosh, it's been so cold lately. And see you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.